Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Fixing
Can
to
you hear
do it.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
So-
Do I sound like popcorn sound?
No, at the moment you don't. No, you don't.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. All right, I had the sound monitoring on, and it sounded weird. All right, so welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts. And tonight our podcast we will be discussing the importance of recognizing how behavioral and thought patterns can influence the quality of life and positive and negative aspects. Our conversation will include a variety of topics that lead to maintaining a healthy nervous system based on knowledge of self, having awareness of how we process emotions, and positive support systems. And as usual, we are going to talk our sass, get off task, crack several jokes in our West Tennessee lingo. Hello, Andrew from Thailand. Welcome.
Right, yeah, he say good morning. Yeah, top of the morning to you, bro.
Okay, it's nighttime over here though. You're
Right.
welcome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my card
For
and
sure.
figure out what's going on. What they talking about? What these folks talking about on these cards?
Word, word,
Then I guess
word.
Lisa, you got a word or you
Yeah, I got a word.
okay. Alright. Ah, well Lord. Okay, so I pull the fourth chakra. I'm pulling from my relationship oracle deck. And I pull the fourth chakra card. And this card says the energy of the heart chakra supports our inner guidance system, which is governed by our heart and the capacity to love deeply. I really don't have anything to add to that other than the best place to start with love is with yourself. And I've been speaking on it in our group chat kind of all weekend. So I don't know. The
Hmm.
universe gonna tell you what it wants you to know in its own little way. So I'm always open to hearing the message from however I can get it.
For sure.
So
That's
yeah.
what it is. Okay, so my word of the day, and this is in my emails. I usually find a word of the day, but y'all, I've been so busy all weekend and throwed out. I ain't throwed off. Let me not say that. I'm just busy.
It'd be like that's
It's
life.
like that sometimes. This my busy season. I've been chilling for a minute, so I'm good. So the word of the day is Remuda, Remuda, and that is a herd of horses that have been saddle broken from which ranch hands choose their mounts for the day. Say what? So
Is
they
Remuda?
are
That
a
what you
herd
said?
of horses. Huh? Would you say, Corey?
No, I was saying, did you say Remuda? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah,
Remuda?
Bermuda. Yeah,
Like
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Bermuda. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
without the B. Bermuda. It's a herd of horses that have been saddle
Right,
broken
right.
from which a ranch hands choose their mounts of the day. Okay, so a sentence is each cowboy carefully evaluated the horses in the remuda before selecting his partner for the cattle drive. So it's basically a horse that is not wild anymore. So it's a non-wild horse, a group of non-wild horses
I
Yeah,
that
like
have been
cow.
trained horses.
gotcha.
Mhm.
Well, I got my look.
word on the street or whatnot. You feel me? If y'all don't mind me putting that out there.
All
Okay.
right, come on.
So
Word on
so
the streets.
yeah, and all that or whatnot. What I'm coming with, something that we kind of been elaborating on or whatnot in our group chat, but I'm finna put that out there for the masses so they can kind of be aware if they not. You feel me? And that is that Elon Musk's facility is polluting predominantly black neighborhoods in Memphis, something that we kind of spotlighted last time or whatever, you feel me? But to kind of get more in depth and to be exact, he is polluting the greater South Memphis area, you feel me? And to make that make sense to our viewers out there, they got some sort of overstanding of where we from in Jackson. That's like
Mhm.
Elon polluting the east side, you feel me? And people saying that already that in Memphis or in South Memphis rather the cancer rates are higher than are higher in South Memphis versus the city of Memphis itself. You feel me?
Mhm.
And which is fucking crazy. And then for them to be putting that plant over there or whatnot, and then just letting it be or whatever is just
Mhm.
even more detrimental to the people in that particular neighborhood. So I just want to put that out there.
That's the word on the street. And to add insult to injury, they are cutting funds with the EPA all of a sudden.
Yep. I
They're
seen that too.
scaling. They're scaling back the EPA. How coincidental? How much of a great time that is to all of a sudden say that the EPA really isn't needed as much, and so they do what they want to do to get done what they need to get done. So yeah, we just in a different. We really just see it. Well, we've been knowing how they operate, but like they just blatantly doing it, and they're not sugarcoating it in no way, any fashion or form. So yeah,
Well, what you say, blessed mean? Bless that facility.
be less.
Yes.
Man, right. What sister girl put me up on the other day.
Exactly. Bless it.
Be less.
Real.
All right.
Whew. Well, Andrew says that he is, let me see.
He is
I'm
old
old.
and still confused with color. What that mean? What kind of color you
Well,
confused
he
with?
said his wife is a black tie and he is a white black dad. But then he said baby, turn your translator on so you can know. We ain't tripping on what color you is. We don't care neither.
Right, that part.
So just turn on if you want to work on your English. I suggest you turn on the translator and let it read to you what we saying, and then repeat it back. That way you can learn. You will learn some cuss words too.
Some profanity.
Or maybe where he from, he don't understand color. It may not be a big deal
Or
Well,
like
he
it is here
said
in
he
America.
doesn't speak English that good. I not understand. I'm English Thailand last 25 years. He don't understand.
Mm.
So it's
right.
okay,
So
baby.
what we
Just listen. You'll be all right.
Uh-huh.
right.
We finna
And
put you
then
up
You
we
in
learn.
speak
the United States.
Oh, you was an English teacher a long time ago. So you tired, you
well we
taught English. That's interesting.
That's blessed. I bet that was hard.
well damn it, we speak in a form of ebonics over here, broken English, a bastardized version of English over here.
Oh, he said he's English. You're English or like from England or you speak English? Oh no, we not doing it. Uh
Doing what?
he tried to call in. We ain't answer. I ain't answer.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so what's the topic? Word on the streets.
We're gonna talk about patterns. Patterns. Identifying patterns in your behavior and your thoughts that can influence the quality of your life in positive and negative aspects. And then we're gonna include ways that your behavior and thoughts can either help you maintain a healthy nervous system or interfere with you having a healthy nervous system. Based on how where you are of processing your emotions and having a positive support system or no support system. So really, what we really need to do is identify like certain terminology so that people will understand what we're talking about first and foremost, especially since we have Andrew on here who was born in London, which I'm sure he knows what those words means, but our dialect might be a little bit different than what he's used to. And
Andrew
whoever
gone.
now he gone, okay, okay, bye Andrew. Well, anyway, other people too. So yeah. I think that'll be a good place to start. So I wrote down a couple of like just basic definitions of what words mean. So in
Mm.
behavior, when you study behavior, a pattern is a reoccurring or reoccurring way of acting or responding. Then you have three different types. You have the repetitive, habitual, and then predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And support means you either receiving or you're giving help to someone in an emotional or practical way. Self knowledge is understanding of oneself or one's motives. Then I wrote down what the chakras are is your energy ports basically in your body. You have seven of them. You have your
Right.
root, your sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Um, your emotions, which is basically just energy in motion, which also flows through your chakras. So if your nervous system is thrown off, then things are not going to flow how they're supposed to. And then I'm gonna let you talk about the nervous system. Fisa, go into detail with it if you want to.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off and say a lot of people don't pay attention to patterns.
They
And what
don't.
I have realized is when you have been in traumatic situations or situations where you have had to be hyper vigilant, you start paying attention to patterns. When you've been in a carefree situation, you'll pay attention to patterns, but when it comes to people and their personal patterns that they do, a lot of times, if you ain't been in no messed up situation where nobody done really traumatized you, you don't really pay attention to patterns
Right.
in a lot of situations.
No,
That's
you
just,
you won't pay attention, but you
Right.
should pay attention to your own patterns, though. That should be the first thing that a
but if you ain't
person
got no
should pay
self
attention.
awareness, you ain't gonna pay attention to your patterns, no patterns. You ain't gonna be doing shit.
You're right, but that's the point of what we doing is to bring awareness to paying attention to the patterns that people do.
Hmm.
So I could say for me, the first pattern that I ever really just paid attention to was how I reacted to other people's behavior. Like, shit, I used to be a crash out. I ain't even gonna, like, I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
To a
Yeah.
certain, like, I wouldn't like go to jail crash out, but I was like a little bit go to jail crash
So you were more reactionary.
out. Yeah, I'm gonna react, like, but I would react and not, like, I would react, then think about what I done. Be like, damn, I probably shouldn't have done it. But
Hmm.
as I have gotten older and learned to control my emotions more, a lot of times you really not gonna get a reaction out of me at all. I might just look and blink.
Hmm.
Depends on the situation. If it has something to do with my children, then I'm going. You might get a little reaction out of me, but usually probably not.
Yeah.
So that's just. But I had to pay attention to how I was conducting myself or how I allow other people to manipulate my emotions to
Hmm.
get there, and it turned
Right.
into like a pattern. So I'm just like, okay, well, I need to not allow people to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and be able to control, you know what I'm saying? Control myself. Like instead of allowing me to just react, I need to
Hmm.
not do that. So I think that's a good place for like most people to do is to be able to identify what the issue and the problem is overall. So for me,
Hmm.
mine was a behavioral pattern.
Mhm.
Correct.
that I had to pay attention to. So I think that's a good place to when you trying to identify the patterns and stuff of how you conduct yourself.
Mhm.
Right.
So if
I
you
think
mad all the time, or you, oh, my bad, go ahead.
no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I
Nah,
apologize.
I just was filling in the gaps. Go ahead.
But no, I was just gonna say, I think I kind of agree with both of y'all. Really, both of y'all make two valid points or whatever. I say that to say like where Fisa said, majority of people that we encountering, we dealing with, working with, or whatever. You feel me? Most people ain't in tune to themselves or whatever. But like you said too, you feel me? Um, Cammy, the whole purpose of this particular episode is to enlighten folks or whatever, you feel me, or give them some sort of food for thought when it comes to this realm. But nevertheless, I know with me, I can be honest, I can most definitely say I'm was reactionary based and still partly is so, you feel me? Where I understand that me as a man that I harness the strength and power of the sun. So therefore my flame and my vigor is gonna burn bright or whatever, you feel me? I have to learn how to tame them solar flares, so to speak, or whatever, you feel me? And man, that shit, even though I'm at a better understanding point in my life or whatever when it comes to self evaluation and learning my triggers and again, even with all that being said, those are things that I had to learn over time and that I'm still learning or whatever, you feel me? And
Mhm.
but yeah, but most definitely I can agree with both of y'all. I have been reactionary based and still partly is, and it's something that I'm continually trying to work on or whatever, you feel me? That ain't no shit that I just necessarily have mastered. And if I was to say I did, I'd be lying and shit.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm totally opposite. I ain't never been no just reactionary person. When it comes to stuff, I don't know why this is ain't my personality. I just ain't never, I see what people do and I just be like, well, that's them shit. Like it may bother
Right.
me, but I don't. I usually only one or two people in my life have been able to get me out of character and still, or can make me be reactionary, and yet and still, I don't give them the satisfaction of knowing that. So I ain't never just I don't know. I ain't been a reactionary person. I don't guess.
It's crazy, and I bet some of our viewers or anybody who's listening, the way you just said it, how you never been that person, I can most definitely tell how carefree you are. Just how you said that shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like I feel like
I am. Like I said, only two people that just really would get me out of character, and now I'm to a place in life where I meet people where they are. So now I just be like, well, that's just them shit. I will say I've always been able to see people for who they are. I may not like it or agree with it, but I've always given people that grace. I think, in my opinion, I may be wrong, but just in my opinion. So I whenever I deal with people, that's how I move. As far as if they do some stuff that might piss me off, I'm just like, well, hey, shit.
right.
I
I
just
mean,
think
I'm
it
sure.
depends on the situation. Like for me,
Yeah.
like it would only be like certain individuals that could, like, I wouldn't just be at like Kroger and just crash out. Like I'm not. I didn't mean it
Right.
like
It's
that.
a
I
it's a
mean,
given
like,
No,
time and
no, I
place
know what
and
you're
shit.
saying, but yeah,
yeah,
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, I ain't never been a reactionary person like that. I don't think.
yeah,
Yeah, just period. Even if it is somebody who usually makes me feel that way, like I could be reactionary, I still don't give them that satisfaction.
yeah.
I just don't, because
Sometimes
I
you just
don't be
gotta
wanting.
cuss a motherfucker out though.
Yeah, I don't be wanting to argue and be all that shit. You know, just be who you gonna be. Get in my face.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
again
gonna let
too.
her go ahead.
My bad, man. I keep cutting y'all off. I'm
No, you
sorry.
straight. We just
No, you
everybody
good.
ain't nobody really cut nobody after everybody just talking. It's cool.
Yeah.
Word. But
Converse.
I think again, like with me though, you feel me, like where I became, because that's something that I um evolved into, unfortunately. You feel me? That wasn't just me from the bat as a shorty growing up or whatever.
Right.
Like
Hmm.
I think the people again, you know what I mean, not to harp back on this, but that's a part of who I am, and that shit shaped and molded me into the person that I am. But nevertheless, though, I think that shit had to do with the people that I subjected myself around, the environment and shit. You feel me?
Hmm.
Being a part of some sort of street fraternity or whatever, you feel me? It causes you to be reactionary because everything is reactionary based. Bro, do something to you, you got to do something more evil, you know what I'm saying, to him type shit. You feel me? They disrespect, we gonna disrespect. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
having that mindset for so many years or whatever, man, it's been hard to kind of shed them layers and shit, but slowly but surely and shit.
But
What
that's
about
learn.
people
That's
that
like
are
learning though.
calculated? What about people that are like calculated? I keep I ain't gonna say crash out, but they're very calculated with their reactions. They're reactionary, but they calculated like a motherfucker. They done thought that shit through. Would that
Yeah,
be
Some
reactionary?
they come
premeditated shit.
come
Yeah.
with some tactician type shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's like that's
They
thought
still gonna come
pattern.
with some shit for your ass, but they gonna hit you with some other stuff. You can be like, God damn, I wasn't expecting this. This crazy motherfucker.
Sound like a Scorpio.
Right.
Motherfucker all the time
Yeah,
plotting.
folks who be on some right. Folks who be on that like you say, like real life methodical type shit where they just don't sit back and did the work on that shit or whatever. Yeah, people like that, man, devious, so to speak. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
them the folks who most definitely got some sort of real live like motive. You know what I'm
Hang
saying?
up. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So am I supposed to explain like the autonomic system and how it
Mm.
relates?
How
So
it
the
relates
autonomic.
to like your behavior and like how your patterns can play a part in your nervous system.
Okay. So I guess if you have like apparently I don't know if this is scientific, but I'm assuming if you have so your autonomic system is broken down into the SNS, which is the sympathetic nervous system, and the PNS, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic usually promotes relaxation and rest and digest function. And it is activated to counter the fight or flight response triggered by the sympathetic nervous system. So they go hand in hand.
Right.
So usually
Right.
when you crashing out, your sympathetic nervous system done went in. And so there are two different hormones that control that.
It's when you sweating.
Yeah. So
Start sweating, it's gonna be a problem.
about to be some smoke in the city.
Man.
But yes, usually you're fight or flight, and a lot of us stay in flight or flight just due to life, period. You know what I'm saying? And so your parasympathetic is there to bring that down, supposedly, that's to counteract it. And some ways to get for your PNS, parasympathetic nervous system to kick in is yoga, breathing techniques, finding peace and quiet, stopping and just thinking about what you're about to do before you just start getting to a pattern of recklessness
Of crash
or
out.
Right.
of crash out, yes, or
Right.
harmful situations. Cause
Hey,
oh, here you go. Okay, so yes. So the sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight. That controls your norepinephrine and epinephrine. And then your parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest. And that's your acetylcholine. Choline, that's got something to do with fat. And it increases digestion, decreases heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, pupil dilation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you in fight or flight, you ain't shitting up pissing because you is stressed out.
No,
So
man.
right,
So you have a lot of you when you are in fight or flight, then that means your stress levels are high and your cortisone levels are
mhm,
high, and you throw like
mhm,
you throw it off like you literally are you sweating all day, like you sweating,
mhm. Your
and when you
cortisol and adrenaline is on
it's
go
it's yeah,
nonstop.
and you shouldn't like when you are in that setting, I
That's
guess.
crazy because when I'm in my fight or flight, I had to boo boo.
That's what I was gonna say. Some people really be having to go like, wait a minute,
But
I
I
got
guess,
bubble guts now.
yeah, I get bubble
yeah,
guts. I
I
don't know if
told
it's
y'all
because
that. Yeah, I
I don't
told
know if
y'all,
it's because
man.
I don't be in fight or flight like that all the time, per se. But when I get in fight or flight, first thing I got to do is go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
I might I might not have to go to the bathroom, but I might for the
get some
goddamn it get the
butterflies
fart
in
and
your
pass the
stomach.
gas or some shit. You feel me, man? Like
Nah, I'm
goddamn,
going to the
man.
bathroom, bro. Ain't no fighting. Don't let me be in no situation where I'm about to fight. I might do on myself, y'all.
Oh
Hey, but
Lord.
hey, hey, it's, it's crazy that we on this particular topic or whatever. I guess it was meant to be because, like, to be honest or whatever, since we're talking about our nervous system and all those things or whatever, I have noticed. I think again, man, for me being in so many traumatic, self involved situations and shit, like forms of my PTSD that I'm dealing with now, like all jokes aside, when I do get for real irate, or like when I'm for real mad, like to the point like some shit might finna crack or whatever, I have
Yeah.
noticed on my own accord, whether anybody else sees it or not, but I be now that I'm conscientious of it, I try my best to hide it. But I've been noticing that man, I low key been having some tremors when I get
Oh,
super,
shit.
super.
You be
Yeah,
shaking.
that part. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit low key, like not no shake, like I got like how can I
Not
say
like
it?
seizure shake, but you just
Yeah. But like my
that's
It,
called
arm,
mad than
my
the motherfucker
I
right.
but,
That's so
but
it's a physical manifestation of the
of
body's
your
fight or flight
anger.
response. It's
Yes.
triggered by your stress hormone.
right, but no,
You ain't got
but
Not to
no,
have a
no, no,
stroke.
no.
I'm gonna need for you to
But
take
no,
some breaths.
but no, like listen to me though, like for real, like I get all that though, but
Mhm,
like this is something new. You feel me? Like,
mhm,
man, come on now, man. I'm been mad enough, not to brag or I'm not, you know what I'm saying, promoting violence enough, but I've been mad enough to go pick up that tool type shit. But this
mhm,
right here, like I say, it be on my left side, like I'm talking to y'all like y'all my motherfucking doctors. But since we on the subject,
mhm.
it made me think about it. But like I low key my left arm kind of get the jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I can't describe it and shit, but it's something new though. It's a nuance though. When I get real mad, I get like it look like I kind of got
Yeah.
Parkinson in that arm or some shit. If-
And that's probably from years of you older too, man. You almost 40, dog. When you hit 40, the body be doing some shit. You be like, God damn, what the fuck is this move? I ain't never felt this
Right.
before.
right,
When you
man.
young, you still got that, you got that little fire, that adrenaline and that testosterone hit different probably. When you get old, and I mean I ain't being funny, but I am. But when you get a certain age, hey, that shit come out in different ways. You gotta
Hey,
think about you made me think about them old niggas get mad. They just get
And they get
the
to shaking and they be like, yeah.
yeah,
that's
Then
what changed
hey,
my
look,
you
that's
an
what
old
I'm
head
thinking
now.
about though. That's what I'm thinking about. Like you little motherfucker shaking my fist and
Yeah,
shit.
like yeah, like you just like it's like the shaking is holding you back from really just going ham. So it's probably a protection mechanism as well as
Yes.
being 40. and growing into some shit. Cause you fuck around. If you get old, you can't stop like you do. You fuck around, you too old to be fighting and killing somebody. So you just got to goddamn let that shit shake, nigga.
Man, don't kill nobody. That is horrible.
That was funny, man. That was funny.
But that's what it sounds like.
Like, cause that old nigga,
That's
in the
for
back of
real.
your head, like, nigga, I ain't got no business
Out here
out
with
here
these
crashing out
YNs.
like you. Man. So let me just shake where I'm at real quick and goddamn shake
Yeah,
this shit off and keep it moving.
yeah.
uh,
But
yeah.
that is though, like even for like when you speaking on how your body react to your I'm gonna say rage, because it's like levels to anger. Like for me, I know when if I get to the level of where I feel like my body might shake, where I get that mad, I know I have learned where I have to go and sit myself up and straighten up my spine and breathe through my mouth and out my damn, like, and just breathe. I can't. If I don't go somewhere
Yeah.
and take some deep breaths or put my hands together and breathe into my hands or give me a bag of some shit and breathe in there and calm myself down.
That's how you
Right.
activate your your PNS,
Yeah.
parasympathetic nervous system.
By
I was like,
breathing. That breath work is real. Like I've been reading this book again. Breathing in the body is bigger than inhale and exhale by William Martin,
gotta
PhD.
do some of them dragon breaths,
Hell yeah.
the fire
Yeah.
breaths, nigga.
Man.
Or some of them breathe for
I,
real.
I feel that because breathing like that, you coming from your core, so
But
the
you think
root. You
about it,
feel
you
me?
breathe like that when you cry. Like when you really like
You
cry
cry
for
hard.
real.
You get that whoop and cry.
Yes. Yes. So for me, when I get angry, I cry. So
Yeah.
that's my body. Everybody's
I
body
think
is
most
different and
people
it
will
has a different
eventually
way to
cry.
calm down. Huh?
Most people cry.
Yeah, if
Like
I'm
for me,
super
what I
mad,
have learned in life is when even if I'm not, if I'm not mad, if I'm just like overstimulated, I have learned that if I go and cry, like I can cry and it regulates
yeah,
my body.
that's the PNS. It
Yeah,
regulates your breathing. Yeah.
yeah,
So for me, when I get angry and I just feel like I'm crashing out or something, I cry. I cry and then I be okay.
yeah. I can do that. That's what I have learned to do. But that's you regulating your body. That's like when I watch kids do it too. They get mad and then just start crying, and then they eventually calm down because you're doing that. You crying
But
like
that's
that.
what they suggest. They suggest, I
Yeah,
know, since I have a toddler, y'all, I really be paying attention to shit now. My other kids, bless their heart, I didn't pay that much attention or didn't give them that
because you
many
didn't have
fucks.
time.
I
You
didn't
gotta
get that
quit.
many fucks to be like, because when they used to be like crying, when they was wanting to be like, stop crying, just stop crying and be
Right.
quiet.
Stop crying if I give you something to cry about. You already
But
did,
yeah, but now they're saying I be paying attention. They was like, just let them cry, and they got to navigate their own emotions. Don't come in and soothe them or sabotage their moment to feel their emotions.
ma'am. Right.
I sound like Dr. Lipschitz. Y'all remember the Rugrats and how the
Yes.
mama
Yeah, I know exactly who you talking about.
she stayed on Dr.
Oh shit!
Dr. Lipschitz said.
Hey, they swore by him, man. But
But
yeah,
if you go back and watch that, like some of the stuff she was saying was like super factual, but you didn't pay attention to it because you was a kid.
Right.
right,
I be
right,
watching
right.
this shit now with my 2 year. I be like, bro, this was not a fucking kid show. This shit
I
was
like
Not
I
at
like the
all.
cartoons that we watched back then because they were not so over like the cartoons now are so overstimulating.
Yeah, they
Like
got too many tubs. What
can we
I
just watch
realized,
Author or somebody?
the new cartoons have these sounds in the background, like a ding, like dog whistles almost.
Because it's to stimulate them. Like it's
Yeah,
it's like
it's like
reinforcement.
to yeah, it's like or
That's,
not even just to stimulate them, it's to get control,
Control
brain
type shit.
control.
yes, that's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's
feel
Like
me?
that's what I'm saying. Reinforce like behavior tools. Like when they talk about with the dog, what he done with where he trained the dogs with the bell.
Pavlov's
Yeah,
dog,
and then
dog
the
whistle.
other one with the He trained the pigeons and shit to get the food and stuff. It's there.
Hello?
That's what they're doing with the same thing with the kids. Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
because
Right.
I was watching one of them cartoons with my baby, and I was like, what is that dinging in the background? That shit about
Man,
to drive
turn
me
this shit off
fucking
and put it on Barney.
crazy. It was like
Them frequencies,
bells.
man. Them frequencies.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
could hear all that shit in the background. That shit was driving me nuts. I was like, bro, I'm about to, we finna turn this shit off because I
But
can't
if you
do it.
pay attention to kids now, they all like every day are overstimulated in their attention span. And this is a pattern that I have noticed with kids. Like everywhere you go, kids got tablets, they got phones, they got this, and their attention span is no lie, 30 fucking seconds.
Hmm.
Or like they just be swiping through the little TV shows and they'll watch just a little bit of it and then they'll swipe. Just a little
Hey,
bit
this
of it,
may
then
be
they'll swipe.
TMI. Hey, this may be TMI, but that's how I used to be with porn.
I did too. Over fucking
It would be
stimulated. Turn this
overstimulated.
shit
It'd be
off.
so much. And you'd be like, oh, let me
All
look
Because
at
right.
it'll
something
be
else.
too
All
many
right, on to the
options to
next.
pick from. What you say, Corey?
Corporate on to the next. We off topic. To way off topic.
That's a pattern. That's a
No, no,
behavior.
no, no, no. I'm saying like
Oh,
you'll
you
be
mean on
watching
to the
it,
next show?
yeah, you be
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah.
ooh, to the
Oh
next
yeah,
one.
because
You
it's
feel me?
this is not gonna keep my attention. Let me. What's the next one? Then you'll fuck
But you
around and
never really find anything to keep your attention because you just thinking it's going to be something better out there. So technically,
man.
the grown people been doing that
It didn't
shit too.
never get no better. That shit just get turn this off. Why the fuck is I'm looking at this? And how the
Hey,
hell
y'all
did
know you
I end
can't
up
even
down
look at
this
Goddamn
shit.
rabbit
smut.
hole?
Watching
You can't even
smut.
look at it in the state
As
of
soon as
Tennessee
you
no more,
bust a nut,
y'all.
you finna turn that shit off.
Right? You gonna be mad, be like, "What the fuck?
I
Why the
can't even
fuck,
believe I was looking at this shit. Cut it off.
man?" Right? And you be like, "Damn, this girl probably
I
sex
be feeling
traffic."
disgusted, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you fuck
But
around and watch them documentaries about sex trafficking, and then you can't even. You know what? I just can't even watch this shit no more. I can't even watch it
right.
no more because I be trying to figure out what the fuck happened to you in life to where this is where you ended up. And I'm not judging nobody at all. Like get your money however you need to get it or do whatever you gotta do. But what happened?
Yeah,
So
and
now
now
majority
that we
shit.
know how all of this stuff works, you see it with a different eye. You be
Yeah,
like,
but that's the pattern, and you broke that. You breaking the behavior or the thought process pattern of enjoying this free sex shit, and I could just bust a nut and don't have to worry about nothing because you enlightened yourself on what's
and
really
that's
happening.
rewiring your
And
brain, and
then
that's what they said is
exactly
wrong with a lot of men because they expecting they women to be doing the
to be
stuff
well,
that
you
these
Man,
porn
put a
stars
hey,
be
motherfucker
doing.
emotionally
I'm
stable. She
I-
might do it.
I'm finna I'm finna say something that's very controversial, and that viewers and y'all too alone, y'all may not believe me, but hey, today's Sunday, and man, may the ancestors come snatch me up now if I'm lying, man. You feel me? But with that being said, since we're speaking on this particular subject, yes, I have watched plenty look, look fuck flicks as we used to call them back in the day or whatever. But nevertheless, I am being totally honest when I say this to y'all interviewers. I have never ever got off beating my meat or self pleasure masturbate. I could never overstand it. I remember one time in the hood back in the old Hickory, I almost got into a fist fight with one of my good homies because we was young and we were talking about this shit. And I told them fools that I never did it, and they, man, you lying, cuz you lying. Like a nigga want to fight because I'm telling him, cuz I have never done that shit, and when I tried, I could never overstand the
So
whole
that means
process
you're
of
not an
that shit.
over sexualized man. Some of these men be horn
Wait,
dogs.
They be horn dog.
but let me say, I, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't get down with the necessarily the self pleasure of it now,
Yeah.
having someone else perform that particular act on me, okay. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it and shit now. But I'm just, I never been that particular dude or whatever. You feel me? Just never,
Yeah.
man. Like,
That shit over with. Good night.
Man, but you know what? My mama mentioned that, and she said that back in the day, she was like all of that men jacking off and stuff. She said people didn't really do that like that. Masturbation back in the day, it was considered taboo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but people
ugh.
are
She,
extra freaky as hell nowadays.
but
I just
also
hey,
too, you
man.
got to think. Back in the day, they didn't have all of that in their face. Just
No, I ain't
They
even
had
cut
nonsense.
you
the
off.
little
I,
magazine
yeah,
that you could go to the store.
right.
Yeah,
But
but
she
that's
said that they
still
didn't do
a
that like that
pattern.
back in the day.
But it desensitizes you too, whether you're a
I could
man
be
or a woman. And then even when you use like
man, bro.
sex toys and shit like that, that'll desensitize you. Cause I ain't no can't a man can't do what that rose is gonna do. Like
I
I
can't do
never
what that
I,
goddamn rose gonna do. Or that damn squirrel. What the fuck? I cannot
All
keep up
right.
with that bullet.
what the fuck
What the
is a
fuck?
squirrel? Never
What they
mind.
call it? Your boyfriend Bob.
No, I don't. I just
You
I
better
threw out
get
my shit away a couple years ago.
Bob in there.
So
Uh,
I just think, but that's still part of like patterns and behavior and thoughts. Like you really can't ruin yourself sexually with porn. You can
and so
become.
once again, this relates because all of these hormones go all hand in hand. Adrenaline, epinephrine, what's the serotonin, your happy what's all the
Dopamine, all this shit.
dopamines.
Mhm.
Are those aren't considered hormones,
Yeah.
are they? What are those called?
Yeah,
Those are
hormones.
brain
Yeah.
hormones.
Yeah,
Dopamine, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they release
dopamine
that
is the
they're
feel
part of
good.
the whole
yeah.
Yeah, that's
sensory
Because when
that's
people do,
pleasure.
when
Yeah,
people do
pleasure. Yeah.
uppers like drugs and shit, uppers like they deplete the dopamine from their brain.
yeah.
That's how they end up in states like depressed and stuff.
Yeah, because dopamine is the feel good hormone. It plays a role in pleasure, reward, and motivation. So
Not
I
you
wonder
really.
if watching too much porn and having too much sex,
Yeah,
if
that
that's
part.
kind of like being a drug addict.
Yes, that's how people end up in. Hello, my name is whatever, and I'm a sex addict.
Like Tiger
Because
Woods.
if you think about it, some people use sex and it's not for what is for of course it's for procreation, but if you're depressed and the only way you can make yourself feel good is through sex or masturbation or whatever you're doing just to produce that feel good, then that's
Mhm.
another pattern that you learn. Well, you know what, shit, I gotta work. I done had a hard ass day. I'm finna go in here and flick the bean or do whatever I need to do so I can feel better.
Man, that is crazy work.
But people do it every day.
Not
Like
knocking, hey, but not knocking nobody out there. I swear I'm not. But like, I just, hey,
oh,
listen. I'm in my mind, I just could never get over. Even as a young ninja, I'm like, bro, I got calluses on my hand. I don't give a fuck. The Jergens cannot help this, bro. I don't see how you niggas can participate in this, man. That is crazy ass work. That's what the female for.
well, if you ain't got one,
I don't
sometimes
know.
you
I'm
got to
sorry,
do what
y'all.
you
My
got to
bad. My
do.
bad. My bad.
Carmelina be niggas' best friend.
Hey, man, hey, now that mean I'm just gonna have to go
But
cold
for real
turkey,
though,
man.
but
Until
in all seriousness, like for people
That's
realize,
why
I
niggas be
have
paying.
had
That's why niggas be paying for it though.
yeah, but I've had
hey,
like you can have
man,
like
man, the response.
conversations with people that a dude like be jacking off or masturbating 4 5 times a day. That's when it's like you it's a problem at that point. But
That
it's a
means
pattern that you
your
learn.
dopamine is
Hell
running
yeah, that's
low.
a problem.
Depleted, bro. Huh? What you say?
No, I was just saying, I was agreeing. I was like, hell yeah, that's a problem. Motherfucker,
But if you
beating
think
they
about
meat
and
three,
then
four
it'll
times a
play
day. You
if
are
you
a serial beater, bro.
man and you are sitting in your root chakra or down off in your
Or
bottom three.
so what if now? But I think nowadays too, it's so prevalent that a lot of these kids are desensitized to it because they ain't really into it like we used to be. I don't think.
Into what?
They be having sex like that all the time.
Nafisa, what the fuck
Mm.
kids be bitch? Yes, nigga. We
Why
had
she said your name?
when I worked at the I ain't gonna say where I worked at. I worked at this one place and we had a little girl and a little boy get in trouble for fucking in the bushes on the side of the little day on the side of on the building like across the street from like the place. Like we had kids come sucking dick on the bus, like but then they don't teach like no,
No type
only
of
thing you need to teach
sexual.
is abstinence. Like, no, we need to teach how to put on condoms and all that type of shit. Like they don't kids is fucking. What do you think I mean,
Uh,
teen moms is more prevalent now than it's ever been.
is
Teen
it?
I ain't even gonna
Damn.
say teen moms, I'm gonna say teen parents. Cause let's not put it all on the girl. And they be having like 14, 15
Right.
bodies at 15.
Uh, yeah, Jesus.
Wow. Right.
Because sex is the
Right.
thing that
Right.
you
Right.
do now, and people be letting their kids, boyfriends, spend the night and shit. Because what?
So do.
No,
Baby,
it's
my
not.
mama and daddy wasn't playing that. We ain't spending no night, and y'all better stay in the living room with the door open.
Shit, I had a
And,
baby. My
and
daddy was
somebody,
quick
Right,
to tell a nigga
man.
go home.
I had a little brother too. That
Like,
nigga was
man,
finna
yeah.
come through that bitch about 3, 4 times, bruh. If you don't get the fuck out of here, bruh, go come in there and harass us about 20 times. So ain't no sneaking and geeking.
Mm-mm. But yeah,
Like, bruh, get
but
your ass up.
to correct the patterns. Well, I'm not
but
gonna say
I,
correct them. When you go back
I,
in
I
and
could.
you, my bad. What?
No, 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 no. I hate this delay shit that's going on or whatever. Like I'm just kind of like going agreeing and going along with you guys or whatever. I don't mean to cut you off and make you stop talking and shit, man. My bad.
I know y'all good. Y'all quit apologizing for cutting out. Nigga, we on it's a three-way conversation. Three-way conversation. We all in this bitch, motherfucker. Out talk us. Sometimes we some talk. What was that? Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, sound effects.
Hey, we just you gonna have to get in and over talk us. We some talking ass women, Corbin. God damn it, you know we will out talking niggas.
Man, for real. Nah, but
But
I
like,
think when
hey,
you have
I'll tell you
knowledge of
something.
self, and that's the easiest way for me to well, I learned how to correct my pattern is
Right,
understanding myself.
Well, that's what it all
right.
come back to at the end of the day,
Yeah,
self-awareness.
yeah. But understanding those patterns leads you to self awareness. So you gotta
Well,
identify
you can't
what
understand
the
no
issue
pattern,
is.
do you, if you ain't aware of yourself? Because you just gonna be doing shit. So does
Right.
But
self-awareness
you
come
still
first?
gotta be like, damn, why do I keep doing this? And then that makes
Yeah,
you
that's
more
self-awareness.
self.
That's when you aware.
So
And
we
then
go
once you're
hand in
aware, then you be
hand.
like, oh shit, okay.
That's when you could change the behavior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta identify that shit first though.
Right.
So if you don't see that every time I get mad I go and throw rolling carts. I had a rolling cart tossed in my direction the other day. But that's okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. That's we gonna leave that alone. But yeah, but you have to be able to identify that shit. And if you
For
can't,
sure.
then or that's just being aware of yourself. Like, okay, well, I get mad,
Right.
I throw shit. So let me not throw shit.
Well, I had a good aha moment this week. I ain't gonna say aha moment, but I felt so calm and like this is the first time in my life where I'm really just not always want to be in control and I'm actually allowing people to help me and help me without me asking. I was just like, yeah, because used to people would be like, well, we'll do this for you. And I'd be like, I would feel shame or guilty about like, no, I don't really need no help. But this weekend, that's what made me think about the parasympathetic shit because I was so calm and just peaceful all weekend. Even though I had a whole lot of shit on my plate, I felt supported. Like this is the most I have felt supported in my life by the people that I have been wanting to be supported by in a long time. And they probably have been supporting me just in their own way, but now that we understand each other better and they're working to understand me,
Hmm.
it felt good. And I just felt like I could just let my hair down and be myself.
Yeah.
And this was a different type of
That's what's up.
So in
calmness.
order to be supported, you have to allow yourself to be supported.
Yeah, and it takes some understanding too, and understanding of the people on both ends, them understanding you and you understanding how they operate.
Yeah,
And that's
that's relationship.
where where I don't know. It just felt good. And I was just like, oh, I can relax. I felt so calm. And I was just driving, even though I had a whole bunch of shit to do. Normally, when I have a lot of stuff to do, I'd be like, oh, I got to go here. Wait, no. How I'm going to fit this together? I'd be thinking about it all day in my head, trying to figure out how I'm going to fit this, how I'm going to do this, when I got to do this way. And I was like, you know what? I don't even feel that way because it's finna turn out how I would need to turn out. Let me just relax my brain and just go with it.
So can I
And
have
that
a
was
teacher moment?
what?
So guess what you just did, Nafisa? You just gave us a prime example of identifying the pattern, breaking the pattern, being self-aware
Yeah,
of yourself, and guess what that led to?
relaxation.
I lost it. Calming your nervous system.
It did, and that's why I thought about that. I was like,
Right.
"Damn, I feel good." I was like,
Yeah.
"Shit," because I watched a little lady on Facebook or on Instagram, and she was showing I had some ways to calm yourself if you feeling all worked up and anxious to fight or flight. She said, "Cross your arm. Your vagus nerve plays
Yes,
a very
that's what I
vital
was
role.
just speak on.
It's one of the it's a wandering nerve. They call it the wandering nerve. They tried to say they didn't know what it goes to, but it's a wandering nerve, and it's one of your cranial nerves. But
Yep.
what it does is it helps to enhance your parasympathetic to activate your parasympathetic PNS, your
So
parasympathetic
did she
nervous
show
system.
you the thing where you bend down and breathe?
No, she crossed her arms across her chest and patted. And once you cross your arms, you like Wakanda forever. And
Uh-huh.
you pat your chest, your shoulders or your chest. Just keep patting it for 1 to 2 minutes,
Uh-huh.
and that helps activate your vagus nerve to
Okay.
calm you down and activate your PNS. And she also said that the fire breath, the
Yep.
that was a suggestion as well. And she suggested something else, but I don't remember that shit.
Mm.
But those were the two. And I
That's
was
what's up.
literally just watching that a few days ago. And then I just felt so peaceful this week. And I was like, damn, it's it's okay. I'm all right in life. But I
Yeah.
digress.
Nah, that's good. But when you learn to, like we said, with identify the patterns and I'm sorry, my children made me lose my train of thought. There's folks coming in at the door. I don't know what the hell going on in the school
Yeah,
tomorrow.
once you identify your triggers, as they like to say, your patterns and your triggers, then you can know what to work on and what you need to
Right.
do and what
You have
to.
that's what I was trying to that's what I was going. But yeah, what you said, identify things and so that you can move how you need to move or do what you need to
Yeah.
do.
And but a lot of it be controlled too. Like
It do.
we live in a world where everything is
Everybody want.
controlled. Everything is controlled as fuck anyway. So
Yep.
when you live in a controlled world, we have to give ourselves a little bit more credit and realize a lot of this shit ain't our fault.
Right.
We don't
And
get to
most
just
people
be.
want what they want, how they want it, when they want it, and if they can't get it, then they don't have no control. Like you can't control yourself because you trying to control everything else.
Yeah. So, and like I said, we live in a world where everything is controlled for us. So it's kind of hard for you to not feel like you need to have control over the little bit of shit that you
That
can
you
maybe
can.
think you can have
Right.
control over.
That makes
when
so much
really,
sense. Then
when
if
really
I
ain't.
can't control anything, or and majority of the time it don't even be shit that need to be controlled. It be you want to
Yeah.
control what somebody else think or
Yep.
what how they looking at you or whatever, something like
Yeah.
that,
You're trying to manufacture some other shit
or
to make it
maintain an image.
and maintain that control. Because the only thing that you really feel like you can control is your image.
And yeah, and how other people view you. I ain't gonna say I don't care, but I am getting to a point to where shit is either you fool me or you don't, bro.
I
So
fool with you because I'm cool with
and who was Damon?
you. In my Damien voice, I fool with you because I'm cool with you.
I ain't never heard him say that.
Well, he probably ain't fool with you like that then.
Cause I sure wanna fuck that fool. He used to, when I was pregnant, he used to get on my nerves so bad. I know he cool, but he used to break my nerves. But I was going through so much, and I had so much like stress on me.
Yeah,
My nervous
yeah,
system was fried at that time, and I was pregnant as hell.
yeah. So that's
We
probably
used
why
to
you didn't
come
like
in
him, because
playing, and
he is good people. Like I used to love going down and sitting in his barbershop. That's what I wish I could do in Chattanooga. Like find a barbershop where I could just go and talk shit to niggas all day, because women don't like to talk shit like that for
I
real.
do.
Yeah, you do, and that's why we friends. But women really don't be liking to talk shit. They
Cause they
talk
be
shit,
too
but then
sensitive. They be want to
and
fight.
then
It's
you
like a joke.
you you go too far. Then they like, what you mean? Like,
I
you want to
mean
go
what I
talk shit?
said. Shit.
Whereas you can go to a barbershop and talk all
But
kind
you
of
know
shit.
what I have noticed now is a lot of people. Some dudes you can't really joke with them neither, but they be
You right?
sensitive.
These new niggas you can't with them tight
Nigga,
ass
we ain't
jeans.
no brothers. The fuck? Go to the barber shop. The hell wrong with y'all crybaby ass niggas.
Tight jean ass niggas can't. And motherfuckers got to pull your pants off like a bitch. How do That still baffles me. I can't even wear skinny jeans without about to goddamn kill myself to take them bitches off. How the fuck is you size 11 and a half, 12 foot ass niggas taking off little bitty jeans?
Mm-hmm.
That don't even sit right in my soul to sit there and watch you on the edge of the bed pull your fucking jeans off.
I feel like I'm supposed to smack your ass if you were there.
Like, nigga,
Damn,
is
you
you
hit
stepping
good
on them
damn
Y'all is
bitches?
wild,
Uh,
thick as hell.
man.
I had to see a old dude with them skinny jeans on, and then you got this
man.
big gut hanging over the top of him. Bro, where you going?
A
You
big back
know,
nigga. Nigga, you is big up top and little at the bottom. You do not need them motherfuckers. Do y'all not know that skinny jeans and slim pants, they're really called European fits? And you know who they're made for?
white
Europeans.
people.
You niggas is not Europeans. Y'all is whole indigenous and Africans. Y'all is not supposed to have on no motherfucking tight jeans.
No, take this shit out because your nuts can't breathe.
I don't know. They
Man,
changing up though.
nigga need a loincloth, god damn it.
Let them balls hang.
Man, you hear me?
Hanging and swinging.
Golly.
But I don't know. These young kids changing it up though. I ain't gonna lie. I took my son to the I had to take him to Hollister. Bro got some goddamn. He told me I want some straight leg jeans. Do not get me no
My
skinny
son,
jeans. And he
my son wears straight leg jeans too.
yeah, he was like, I don't want no tight jeans. I want some regular jeans, mama. I was like, what? He actually likes carpenter jeans. I was like, nigga, we was wearing them in 1993.
Shit, I still wear me a good carpet. Well, I ain't gonna say I wear me some.
Yeah, hey, that's
What's
what's
them?
up.
What's them jeans with the pop? All
Good
them
denim.
pockets down the side on.
Them carpenter jeans with the little hook on the side for a hammer. Them is
Yeah,
carpenter
I
jeans.
like
I got
those.
some of them. I didn't
I got me
realize
a
that hook was
was
for a
for a
hammer
hammer.
till I bought Roger some. I was like, damn, my boo is a whole carpenter. This is the jeans
That he
that
need.
he need. Yes, that shit is for a hammer.
I want a hammer.
I know. Walk around with a hammer
I went
on your
and bought me.
jeans all
I went
day.
and bought me a real hammer. Like I had bought me one. They used to sell hammers. Don't laugh at me, y'all. They used to sell hammers at the Dollar General store.
And them Johnson's probably a 2 pound hammer. You got to buy a hammer by the weight. You
I didn't know that they sold hammers by the weight. When I went in
didn't know
low,
that?
I was. No, I did not know that because I've always bought my hammers from fucking Dollar General store.
Oh Jesus.
All my tools, the screwdriver, everything came from the Dollar General store until I moved into this house. So I went
Ah,
to Lowe's because I was like, damn, I would send my kids to the store and I said, go get me a hammer. And they didn't have
ah.
none. So I was like, okay, well, let me go get some grown people tools. I went in there and I was like, damn, I didn't know they sold hammers by the
By the
size.
way, yes, honey.
I
Them little
guess
bitty
that makes
hammers will
sense
piss you
though.
off.
Now I understand why when my daddy and them, my dad and my brother came when I first moved out and I moved on Van Street. And my daddy was like, where your hammer? And I gave him my hammer. My brother and my dad, them niggas laughed at me for about 10 minutes. Now I know
Man,
why. Because I had that little baby
exactly.
ass hammer. I
That's
ain't
like
know.
drills. That's like drills. Them little
Now I
$25
did get my
drills.
drill from I got my drill out of the tool department at Walmart. So I feel like that was a little bit better.
No, them ain't there. It's two different types of drills. Drills that drill in drywall, them the little
That's what
straight
I
joints.
bought.
But you
I didn't get the concrete kind. That cost too much.
no, not concrete. It's another kind.
Y'all,
It's in the middle. It's more of a. It's called a, compact, not a compact. It's called something else. I can't think of it. That motherfucker drills through wood and everything else. Cause I bought the drill I got, and I was like, damn, I can't drill through the studs. And Roger was like, cause this ain't no stud drill. This is for like screwing shit in and
I
little
think they need to just
petty
give.
stuff.
Yeah, they be doing that shit so you got to buy extra tools. Man, give me a drill that I can do all that shit with. Quit playing with
And I
me.
thought I got a deal. I was like, oh, I
man,
paid
yeah,
$25 for this. A real drill costs about a
I,
hundred
I,
dollars, nigga.
We telling
I ain't
people how
gonna
big
need cap to y'all right now. One of the reasons why I'm kind of quiet on this
you ain't
particular
got no
subject is
drill.
y'all. Hey, cause hey, it ain't even that, man. I am not the most handiest of men
You
out
you
there,
want them white
whatever.
collar niggas.
However,
You want them white collar
I'm willing
Negroes.
to. I pay. I will pay for a motherfucker to do that shit or whatever. But god damn it, right now y'all talking motherfucking mathematical terms and shit. My girl over here, she'll be a better conversationalist when it come to this shit. Cause that man, I can't even lie though. Like for real, when it come to little minor little shit in the crib or whatever, like I can low key do it, but when it come to shit like this, she like tinkering shit, and it's
Uh-huh.
been scientifically proven that women y'all like tinkering with things. Y'all are great
Uh-huh.
puzzle fixers. Y'all are fixers of life and everything else. So
Yeah.
therefore, y'all just got that knack for this shit. Low key,
Cause,
low
cause
key.
we be having we can't set the fuck down. We be having too much shit going on in our head.
My brother
So
messed
you
around and
you you
showed me
pretty
how to
Ricky,
change
pretty
locks, boys.
pretty Ricky,
He
what they
can't
call
tell.
him.
No, 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 no. God damn it.
I'm just
I will
messing
watch
with you,
that nigga
Corey.
do it.
I'm just messing with you, Corey.
Nevertheless, though,
My dad is the same way. My dad is the same fucking way. That man ain't doing shit with his hands. He will pay somebody and get his head busted all the way around.
No, mine's just gonna get out there and at least try that shit. If it take him 16 hours, he gonna figure that shit out. He ain't gonna work
Nah,
on no car though, but he'll fix some shit at the house.
nah,
But
my
my
dad
brothers
ain't.
will come through and I'll be like, show me how to do this, and then they'll show me how to do it, and then I don't have to ask them no more. So I be fixing shit. I ain't gonna lie. I YouTube some shit in a minute.
Well, I do some
But I
shit
know how
too.
to be a damsel in distress when necessary.
That
Some
too.
I could dig it. All
That
thing I
too.
can say, I could try to help on certain shit or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just gonna look at you as just as puzzled as your ass is. I call one of my uncles or my cousins, man. Them niggas, hey, them motherfuckers, they with it when it come to that shit. I wish I would have paid more attention to that shit, but man, I really grew up under that shit. Man, you can give a junkie a little piece of dope and he'll do it for you, cuz. So like,
Yeah, I would say most
I'm
most
sorry.
D boys. I ain't gonna lie. Most D boys don't do shit with their hands. They'll pay somebody else before they do it.
yeah.
Unless they done been to prison and they come back out and they ain't got no options,
And I learned
then
to
they go to
trade.
they learn a trade. Yes, but before that, if
But
they
then you
got
got
some
some
money,
niggas who. who
Do
do a little
what?
bit of both though. Yeah, yeah. I
Who?
said you got niggas who do a little bit of
Yeah,
both
they
because
do, but
when
most of the ones I done met, they ain't touching shit. If they done came across some real money,
I,
they ain't
I just
fucking doing that with their hands. That
I,
is beyond
I'm
them.
But I personally like watching dudes work on shit. It's attractive.
I do too.
You
I
say
do
you can
too,
fix
honey.
it? Okay.
I ain't started liking that shit till I got my house though. When I bought my house, I was like, ooh, a man that
But
can
I've
fix some
always had
shit.
that. I always liked it.
Yeah, I ain't to me it didn't make no difference at first, but then like when
It
I
make a
started
You
uh,
you said
needing
you can
shit
fix it.
done.
You want what you want to eat? No, just
All right. You
you
say
say you
what?
want a roast. Okay.
What you say? Hey y'all, why bills? This off task, but why the fuck do bills roll around so motherfucking fast?
Because it's a fucking pattern of stress you got to make your nervous system.
Hey,
And then
hey, I was listening to a little guy. I had to delete my TikTok. I had to
hey,
delete
they're
TikTok
gonna
every two
pattern. They're
weeks.
gonna pattern.
It
what?
mine. I had to delete. Hey, listen.
I deleted Facebook
Hey, Facebook don't have me in no stronghold like that, but TikTok, baby, I will go down a rabbit hole and be in this motherfucker till 5 in the morning. No, I got to be up at 5:45 on goddamn TikTok. Then when I do close my eyes, I be seeing static and shit, and then I be having nightmares. If I stay on TikTok too long,
That
I
is a
have nightmares.
pattern, Nafisa.
A pattern of what? God damn it,
Oh
it's
Oh,
no.
dopamine really. Of what?
it's a pattern. The TikTok is giving you a feel
I
good.
know it do because they be hitting on topics that I fuck with, and so.
Mhm.
But they hit on topics I fuck with, and then they go left to like some morbid shit, and then I be looking at some morbid shit, and I be like, I don't even look at shit like this.
Same way
So
with porn. It ain't no different.
it is not. So that's why I delete that shit. I can't fuck with TikTok at all, y'all. I'm sorry, I can't
Right.
do it.
That's why
I
the kids
cannot.
act the way they do. I've been on TikTok all day long today.
Yeah, I can't do it because it do too much to me. Facebook, I can get off
Hey,
of. Instagram, I can get off of because I get tired of looking at motherfuckers. But goddamn TikTok, yeah. Everybody a scholar on that bitch.
Oh, where?
On TikTok.
like
Yeah, they are.
what they talk about? Let me
Okay.
see.
I just like going on there to put our little stuff on there. Then I'll look at some shit. But I didn't do nothing this weekend. Like usually I be up moving around, but I just had my little sensitive weekend this weekend. So I
Mm,
didn't do too much of nothing. That's
okay.
that's a pattern for me. So
They've always doing something.
no, when my how my cycles is a pattern.
Uh, well, that makes sense.
Mm,
Cycles are a cycle,
gotcha.
are patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cycle of the sun going around the earth going around the sun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pattern.
Well, y'all, it's 1:10.
It's about that time.
Let me read this thing.
That it is.
So, well, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, being able to identify patterns that can influence your life can help you to maintain your healthy nervous system. Doing different things, yoga, meditation, breath work, writing, journaling, go to a therapist, whatever
Just
you need to do to keep your nervous system at a healthy pace. I mean, a healthy place so that you don't crash out. And that was what our show
So
was to be about today. Do
uh,
either of you have anything else to say? Add, to subtract, multiply, divide.
nope.
All right. So I am root of
no,
your
no,
root,
no.
soil of your soil, bone of your bone, and blood of your blood. In regard to the families of the Shanklins, Jones, Fullers, Merriweather, Curran, Johnson, Dodson, Johnson, Morgan, Davis, McNeil, Hill, and Crutchfield, we thank you for your guidance, protection, wisdom, and clarity. We overstand, and understand the strength and power that's being provided to us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day, Ashe.
Touche. Ashe.
I say,
And mote it be. All right.
peace.
Bye.